What is your favorite pastime? For many people, theirs is golf. Now, I'm sure that many of you in here have probably never played golf and probably don't know a whole lot about the game. But since its beginning, golf has underwent various changes. As technology advanced, the game itself was able to advance. Today, I'll explain how the golf ball, the golf club, and the golf course has evolved throughout the years. To begin with, I'll give a little background about golf and where it originated from. According to ScottishGolfHistory.org, the first time that the term golf was ever recorded was in 1457 in Edinburgh, Scotland. Like the term, the first golf course also originated in Scotland. It is called St. Andrews, and it is still very famous today. This golf course actually earned the nickname the home of golf. The game of golf moved to the United States in the 1800s. On December 22, 1894, the United States Golf Association was formed. This was the first step in turning golf into the popular sport that it is today. First, I'll talk about how the golf ball has evolved. Not always has it been pearly white. According to the article History of the Golf Ball, it actually started as a sack of feathers that was only able to fly about 150 to 175 yards. This is a lot different from the golf balls we have today that can travel up to over 400 yards. We moved from this sack of feathers to the gutta percha ball that was made from gum trees that came from Malaysia. These golf balls actually had the first dimples on them that are still used on golf balls today. The dimples on these golf balls, they make them more durable and more accurate. So we'll fast forward to 1966 when the first solid one-piece golf ball was formed. This golf ball is actually the one most closely related to the one that we have today. The golf balls we have today, they go a lot further than any of the other golf balls ever made, and they're also, but they keep the soft feel that allows the player to be more accurate when hitting into the green to get it closer to the hole. Like the golf ball, the golf club has also changed drastically. Today's golf clubs, you have the woods, the irons, the wedges, and the putter. Originally, there weren't this many golf clubs. The original golf clubs, the woods were made out of wood, the shafts were made out of hickory, they were harder to hit, they didn't go as far, and they were less accurate. The wooden woods, they were used all the way up until the 1980s until the first metal heads were designed. And today, all of the shafts are either made out of steel or graphite instead of their original hickory. The golf club that is probably the least changed is the iron. The only difference today is that there are more irons and more lofts to choose from. This gives the golfer the ability to close distance gaps and makes the golfer more accurate. Another club that has changed is the putter. Today, you don't just have one style of head to choose from. You have different putter head styles to choose from instead of the original blade putter head style. And for example, this is a blade style putter. And this is a mallet head style putter. And this is the one that I prefer. And the blade and the mallet, they're probably the two most common putter head styles that you see today. But because of the golf ball and the golf club changing, this eventually led to golf courses having to be lengthened. A good example of this is from the 1997 Masters at Augusta National. Tiger Woods won this tournament by double digits and breaking the scoring record. He was able to do this because of his better equipment allowed him to hit it in places the golf ball had never been hit before. This basically left the golf course defenseless. But now, it's not just one guy being able to hit it into these new places. Everybody can do it. Even the shorter hitters, because of the new equipment, they can hit it 20 to 30 yards longer than what they would have hit it with the original equipment. So now, course designers, they have to compensate for this new equipment. Golf courses today, they can reach up to over 8,000 yards. This is a lot different from the golf courses in the mid-1900s that were considered long if they were around 7,000 yards. Through these fascinating advances, you can see how far golf has came from its early days in the 1400s. Today, I've explained how the golf ball, the golf club, and the golf courses have evolved. As you can see, it's a much more different game than what it originated from, and they're still making changes today. Now when you see somebody hitting this big, shiny, nice driver against this pearly white golf ball, you'll know that the game has not always been like this. I hope, through this speech today, I've hoped that you've learned something about the game, and I hope that maybe this might make you want to pick up this wonderful sport. Are there any questions? The United States Golf Association, they make all the rules that govern tournaments today for Americans. Now, in Europe, you have the R&A that make the rules for the tournaments over in Europe. Like on the European Tour, the USGA covers the PGA Tour. Any more? Thanks.